Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. As the title suggests, I'm going to do a quick review today of the quad lock that I've actually got fitted to my bike. I need to add now, before we go on, that I do not get paid anything from Quad Lock. They've not asked me to do this review. I've decided to do it off my own back. All the accessories and the quad lock that I've actually got, I've bought with my own cash. Okay, so it's going to be a proper, honest review of how I feel about the quad lock. Now, loads of other people would have done reviews. The quad locks have been around for quite a while now. Other people have done reviews, so maybe I'm a little bit late doing it. But the reason why I'm doing it is because there was a number of guys on the Bolt Riders Cotswolds ride out just recently who were asking whether I found it was secure enough, if I was happy with it, how I found it. And also there's a couple of guys at work that were asking, one who's just passed his bike test and got a new motorbike, and another one who's just started riding an electric bike into work, and he wanted to know whether it would be reliable enough to put his phone on. And that's what we want to know, really. Is it reliable? Because the last thing you want to do is buy a phone holder to put on your bike, start riding up the road, comes off and your phone's gone, smashed to pieces, maybe lost everything that's on your phone. So, you know, having that peace of mind that this is going to be reliable and being safe is paramount. So the quad lock that I've actually got and fitted to my bike, which we'll have a look at in a minute, I've had on there basically since I started riding my bike, and I've never had any issues with it. So, you know, this is going to be a good review for the quad lock. The one I've bought has got the dampener kit on it, okay, so the vibration dampener, so I've not had any issues with that. I know back in the day people were saying that the mount vibrated, the vibration went through the phone and phones were getting damaged. Okay, so I bought the dampener kit purposely because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to have that issue. So if you're a person that's got one without a dampener on, you know, my review is going to be about the one with the dampener, so I can't turn around and say whether it's going to damage your phone or not. All I can tell you is it's definitely reliable. And one of the guys on the Cotswolds ride out has actually got one fitted to his bike. It's fitted behind a small screen, sort of like a headlight screen or screen on the front of his bike, so it's away from the buffeting of the weather and the wind. But he still doesn't use it when he goes on the motorway because he's still unsure whether it's safe enough to be able to put his phone on there getting up to motorway speeds. Well, I'm going to show you a video in a minute which will show that it is, and also that mine is not fitted behind a screen at all. It's open to the elements, it catches all the wind, the rain, God knows whatever when I'm riding, and it's always been well and truly safe. Okay, I've not had any issues with it whatsoever. So let's have a quick look at the one that I've actually got fitted on my bike now. So the one I've got fitted is the Quad Lock Pro. I'll show you the box in a minute, and all it does is mounts straight onto the handlebars there, and it's held on with one screw there, one screw there, and then the screw that goes through the actual locking mechanism, and that actually goes through the dampener into the back of the actual mount. Now I've moved this mount from this position here because I wanted to put this 360 mount on in that position there. I've moved it from that side to that side. Now I found quite a lot of the time in bits and pieces, when you actually go to undo them and move them, they start falling apart. But I've moved that and it went back on there just like it was when it was brand new, so I had no issues with it whatsoever. In the box for this quad lock, you do get the Allen key that fits all the screws, and also this mount comes with different size like O-rings or washers so that it could fit on larger size handlebars, and then what they give you is a longer screw so it fits through there whether it's up wide or not. So then obviously that's not going to cause any damage to that actual clamp piece that goes on there. And as I mentioned, I've actually got the dampener fitting on mine, so that's these three bits. Now if I show you the box, so that's the box it come in, and that's just the mount, so you can see there how different that looks compared to that one. that's just the actual mount without the dampener on it. But with the dampener on there, you've got those 3 points there, they're rubber, and it moves around. Yeah, it vibrates when I'm riding along, but it doesn't cause any harm to the phone. Now, if you're using your phone to try and video when you're riding along, yeah, that's going to vibrate, and your video is going to be quite distorted. I'm not going to lie to you, it will be. All right, but it's secure. It's on there, nice and tight. Okay, so that's the one I've got fitted. So that is the quad lock that I've got fitted to my bike. Now, if you go on to Quad Lock's website, you'll see they've got different mounts, different accessories. I can't talk for those because I've not used them. However, I will say that they've got one that you can charge through, one that connects up to Bluetooth. How they work, I don't know. All I will say is if you are interested or you want to know more, go onto their website and have a look. Price wise though, they're not cheap. But if you want peace of mind that you're going to be able to connect your phone onto your bike or pedal bike without it falling off and getting smashed to pieces, then yeah, this quad lock works. All right, it definitely works. And as I said, you're going to see a video in a minute of it actually in action on my bike. Now, the price, yeah, ain't cheap. £40 for the mount. That's just for that mount. I paid £16 for the dampener kit, and then the phone case was £23 on its own. Now, that's one issue with the phone case. You've got phone cases that would fit all different phones, right? And no matter what phone you've got, you're probably going to be able to find a quad lock case that's going to fit your phone. However, if you're someone that changes your phone every sort of like month, it's going to be expensive, because you might find the size of the phone that you've got won't fit the case that you had previously. However, that's how I found. But I am someone who buys a phone and keeps it until the day it dies and then buys a new one, and that's what I done. I had an old iPhone, smallish in size, fitted on there, lovely, brilliant. The phone actually died on me, and then I had to get a new phone. The phone that I got was slightly bigger, so I had to get a new case. Okay, so I had to buy another case. That was another 23 quid. So I'm going to quickly show you now the back of the phone for you. Now, there's probably loads of people saying, yeah, we know what it looks like, but I'm just showing it. So that's the back of the quad lock, how it fits onto your bike. So yeah, that costs, just that case itself, but it's a protective case, it helps protect your phone. Costs 23 quid. All right, and you will need one of them to fit it on your bike. Now, I don't fit mine on with one hand, right, because I find it too fiddly to mess around with, so I need both my hands to fit it on, but it is easy to fit. And let's have a look at that, shall we? So the way I fit mine is I push that down so it lines up, let it go, goes back, it clicks into place, and that's it, it's on there. As you can see, like I said, it does vibrate around a little bit. If you're someone that's looking to try and angle the mount so that your phone can be your camera, yeah, the video that you're going to record is going to be quite distorted because it won't have the stabilization like you've got in a 360, Insta360 or GoPro. Right, but it's on there, and it's on there secure. Yeah, it rattles around because that's the dampener, but it's there, it's safe. That ain't coming off. Okay, that ain't coming off of there. To get it off, I can do that one-handed. What you do is press that down, turn it, and unclips, and it's off. Now, one person or a couple of people have come up and said that there is a concern with regards to this, and this is the only bit that I can say is a downfall or a negative about this mount, and that is people that live in London or do a lot of work in London, riding around the streets, get caught in traffic, have to stop, slow down, where there's a high rate of criminal activity, street robberies. They say it's quite easy for someone to run up, quickly press that and be off with your phone and run away with it. If you live in that sort of area, then this might be something that you need to look at. However, for me, I don't live in London, I don't go into London, and so I don't feel that I need to be concerned about that sort of issue. All right, but that is something that you need to think about. So that's it, the quad lock. Now, I'll show you the video. So you've just watched the video, and I've got to say, during that time obviously we were sticking to motorway speeds. But yeah, we weren't hanging around, because obviously we were trying to catch the group up, and as you can see, the phone stayed on and I had no issues with it. In the evenings when I go to work, I ride on the motorway. I quite often ride at motorway speeds to get to work, and again, I've had no issues with it whatsoever. So that's my review. Hope you liked it. Very quick, very basic, but it works, and that's all I'm trying to get across to people, is that they work. So if you're looking to buy a mount for your bike, for your phone, then yeah, the Quad Lock works. It definitely works. Not cheap, but it works. Right, that's it. The sun's out, so I'm going to get the bike out and go for a quick ride. Until next time, take care and ride safe.